Rashbi here, and we're learning in the Tikunei Zohar. For those of you who love Zohar and the beautiful pictures that this is painting, the understanding and the closeness to the rays of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu is fantastic. So we're coming over here, we're going to look at this in more an Eon-Dicka way. That's what we're trying to do, is really trying to develop some of these ideas as best we can during this month of Elul, which is a time when we learn the Tikunei Zohar. This, of course, is the Hagdama, the Tikunei Zohar. And let's start like this. We're going to read the words of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. He said, Elul inan nishmasin. So these are the neshamas. Be'ilin maskilin, of those people who have the intellect. The isbuhu seichel lehishtamodahu b'razim, the maraychum, that have the ability to be able to become knowledgeable in the secrets of their creator, of their master. Kul Rishimin and B'tsuyolim, all of those are stamped or impressed in some and formed. B'malchusa the Rukiya K'kohavaya, in the kingdom, in the malchus of the Rukiya. We said Rukiya refers to Yesod before. B'kohavaya, where he talked about the sparks that came out of the Yesod. The Naharim B'Rukiya that wind up shining, or they're inside of the Rukiya and shining out. Behind the Yazhiro, that's the concept of Yazhiro, which is Lashon Zohar, right? Because this is the concept of Yazhiro Zohar HaRakiya. So when we talk about these, let me get the right word. So when we talk about these Rishimi, no, that's not the right word. Okay, but anyway, let's go on. The Kochavad, the Nahara HaRakiya, behind the Yazhiro Zohar Rakiya, my Rakiya. What's the concept of the Rakiya? The Naharin Bay, that they shine into it. What shines into it? Nishmasim, the Maskilim, the Mishamas of those who are able to appreciate this. Kakochavaya Barakia Kia. It's like the same thing as the stars that are in the heavens. The heavens, once again, he said, Rakia refers to Yesod, and the stars, and the shining of the stars refers to the sparks that are in the Yesod. We saw that last time. Hachi Naharin Bakarsia. This is how they shine in the throne, on the throne. We'll see. Now we'll look at the Pirush Rahut. See if we can get a better idea of what this is doing, and then maybe we'll get a chance to look into it in more even. And here we are right here. So he said, let's start with this little blurb. He said, Mamshek Rebbe Shimon, the drush, b'ma'alos the shabbos chaverim. So when he talks about the maskilim, he's talking about the people in the yeshiva at the time. So he wants the really high quality of the neshamas of the chaverim, and they call him maskilim, and they're called by his name. Why? Shebekorim b'yichud zunda atzilus. Because the root of these people's neshamas is from the yichud that is born out of Zun of Atzilus, which we talk about all the time, and here we're saying that these are actually represented in people. Let's read the Pirush Rahut. It says, Rebbe Shimon Dorish Ke'ez b'shavcham, where he's speaking now. He's going to explaining about their high qualities. Their praise. Inan nishmasim be'ilan maskilin elu heim neshamas tzadikim. We're talking here about the neshamas of the tzadikim. Shema'osam hamaskilin, that are inside of these maskilin. Shtiskabsu yachad, that all of these neshamas came together. Lechibuzeh, into this group. Behind the Rashbi v'chaverov, that is Rashbi, his yeshiva. B'shar hanishmasim shall shtei hamasiftos iloah v'satoah, that has to be looked into. Let's read it again. Behind the Rashbi and his accompaniment and his yeshiva. Then he said that all the rest of the neshamos, shall shtei hamasiftos, of the two mesiftas. What two mesiftas? Mean two yeshivas. Shiva iloah, it's one up above and another one down below. So we have to find out what that means. So it's Yardu, that those that were up above came down. And this is what the Abu Hatzera say. They say that they came and they showed themselves. They appeared in the Beis Medrash of Rashbi. Beis Gilui Asodas Elul, and that happened at the time of the Gilui of these Asodas. Now, I'm just marking these places to make it easier for me later. Is a Vehemne Crime Maskilim Al Shum de Isbahum Sechel, and they're called by this name. Why? Because they have the intelligence, but it doesn't mean just intelligence. Sheyesh Bechem Sechel V'Yecholas Lahasik. So things like this is that a lot of people would like to learn Sod because it sounds very interesting. But once you start hearing the words of Sod, the nature of the person's mind does not match up with the Sod. It becomes a big problem. They can't learn it. They'll learn something else. That everybody's not the same. But these people all had the ability to be able to fine-tune themselves into the stream of Sod. Let me straighten this out a little bit. So he said, "Barazim de Marechon, Basodas," and what did they learn? What did this Haskalah that they had, this tremendous tune-in process? Let's try to tune in. Hagabola Shehem Sodosa Shal Hashem Yisbarach, which are the secrets of Hashem. Basodas Elul Yusku El of the Me, Shohupshat Kima Me Hamriosav. So these sodas can only be reached, and he's telling us a secret about those people who have somehow removed from themselves kima, a small amount, of their physicality. Now this is very similar to me, to the language, to me it means the language of Rabbi Nachman when he says that Zivche Elokim Ruach Nishbara. When a person feels that he has nothing but Hashem, that really makes it very possible, because his life, say, is broken. And so there he reaches for the only reality that there really is. It's Hashem Yisbarach. That is what I mean, that he removes a certain amount of his physicality, his denseness. And these people, Maskir, they shine Zohar Rakia like the shining of the heavens, which said before is Yisod. And they take their physicality, that denseness, that dense physicality, and they take some of it away. They remove it. So therefore, they become these maskilin, ability to be able to fine tune into the river of Sod. So all of these neshamas that really took place as a result of a yichud that took place in the upper worlds, Rishimin and Mitsuyarim aim nirshamos, they are impressed, Mitsuyaros and formed. The Kabbalah Sarasim, and they receive their form, Ayadesha Nikdasu Le'ivor, by going into a stage which is called Ivor, that is gestation. Where is the gestation takes place? And this takes a lot more hasfar for me, but I'm reading along. So he says, Al Yadei Sheniknasu Le'ibur Malchusa the Rikia, into the Malchus of the heaven. Now, Rikia means heaven, one of the words for heaven. But we said before, until coming in, I was just guessing about what the next words are going to be. He says that we said that the Malchus of the Rikia to the Malchus of Yisod. I'm not sure what that means. B'Yisod shall Malchus the Chatzilas. That's simply what it means. It says that they have a relationship with the Yisod of Malchus Chatzilas, the Fisha Makom Ivuram shall Neshamos Elu, because the place where are conceived these neshamos, the neshamos of these tzaddikim, who sham b'yisod shalom malchus, that's where they come from. Now again, we had the same kind of thing that we're saying over in Kriya Shema. We know the neshamas come from a much higher place. But the point is that somehow there's a DNA match between the yisod of malchus and these people who live on the earth. So therefore they come back, they go backwards. And they go up there, Tamid B'tzod, they're always going backwards in Mayim Nukvim, bringing our prayers upwards. And so from over there, they receive a radiance. And they start to shine, like the stars that shine in the heaven. And this is what the pasuk al osim maskilim shehem yaskira kazorakia. So therefore we say in regards to these maskilim, that they're shining like the radiance of the heaven. We said before, heaven is Yisod. This word Rakia is Yisod. The Mefarish Maya Rakia. Why do you need to go into the Rakia? They shine like the radiance of the heaven, but they're not the heaven. They're not the radiance of the Rakia. Mifnei Rakia in Zohar Atzmo, because the Rakia itself has no light of its own. Raka Zohar Hu Shalakochavim, but the shining comes from the stars and may even be Rakia that shine inside of the Rakia. Now, yet in the last year's shiurim, we were learning that once again that the Kochavim represented a certain level of sparks. So sparks of the Shefa that is coming from down into Yisod. So let's see if I understand it a little bit better. So therefore, the neshamas are not nimshalos compared. I said it wrong. It's nimshalos la'etzem arakia to the key itself. Allah hakavana. But what it wants to say is like this: these neshamas. These are the neshamas. Let me say I got the right place. Allah hakavana. The Naharim Bay, that they shine into that place. Nishmasim the Maskilim, that is, the Nishamas of the Maskilim shine into that Rakia. And so therefore they're shining into the Rakia, which is the Yisod. Here we talk about the Yisod of Malchus. Like those stars that shine in the heaven. So that's going to be the shir today in the Tikunei Zohar. And tomorrow, we'll start looking a little bit more by Iyun. It's being offered to us, and I think we should look at it. This is Baruch Fleischer.